Hi folks, HR Funk here. I'm out here with my newly Duracoated M&P 15 rifle. If you saw my video from a couple of months ago, I did a step-by-step documentation, not a how-to video, but a step-by-step documentation on the process of Duracoating this rifle. What I've noticed since I got done with this rifle with the Duracoating is how effective this Scorpien camouflage pattern is. Now, in my opinion, multicam has always been about the most universal camouflage pattern there is out there for all kinds of environments and all kinds of seasons and everything else. And of course, operational camouflage or Scorpien is basically multicam with a few enhancements. But as I've been looking at this thing and looking at the way that it interacts in the various environments, I've been extremely impressed. So I thought I would do a quick video. I've done some of these in the past where I've looked at the camouflage effectiveness of the various Duracoat patterns. I really think this is the most effective one yet. So what I'm going to do is move the rifle around into some different areas, take the video, and just see how well it blends in and how well it matches with its environment. So with that being said, let's take a look. For the first view, I didn't want to put it in any kind of foliage or anything. I just wanted to show how it works in the grass. We are in early spring here in Ohio. If you look behind me, you can see there's no leaves on any of the trees. So we still have a lot of winter brown left. But the range here is pretty green. But with the multicam pattern, and I'll back up some, even with the green grass, we see that we have pretty good blending that takes place there. I'm going to take it off of the bipod and just lay it down in the grass for a minute and see what it looks like when you don't have it quite so silhouetted. And you take the silhouette away and you can see there's something in the grass, but you can't really tell that it's a firearm or what it might be. It could be just some leaves laying there or something. So now let's start to make it a little bit more challenging. We'll start to use some foliage and see how this pattern works when you give it some help. And here we go. I don't have very much in front of it. I can see it because I'm looking for it. But I'm just going to move in here and let you folks look. Maybe you can see it by now already. And there it is, right there. Again, just a little bit. All I did was had this little bush in front of it. It's still quite visible, but you can see how those colors work. How about when you're looking at it from the business end? Can you see it there? Again, I'm just going to move in. I can see it really only because I know where to look. It blends in very well with that natural vegetation behind it. And again, there we are. I took the flashlight off because it is a big giveaway. No reason to have it on in the daytime anyway. Again, look at how those colors from the Scorpien pattern work with this early spring color here in Ohio. How about when we use it in conjunction with some shadows? I've moved it to the other side of the range. We have a little bit more brown and a little bit more gray over here. I can see the rifle only because I know where to look. I think most people would walk by it all day long and never even know it was there. I'm going to start to move in. The shadow looks a little darker as I'm looking at it on the video screen, so you might be at a little bit of a disadvantage. Even so, I can just barely see it in bright sunlight. There, it might be starting to emerge a little bit. I'm about 5 yards away right here. And there it is. Okay, one more time. Again, I'm working with some shadows and some varying light conditions like a good sniper should. Again, I can see it only because I know where to look. If you can see it, I think you're doing pretty well. It matches everything on that range berm just beautifully. Those colors from the Scorpien pattern from Lauer Custom Weaponry, again, I think are about the best ones I've used yet. And I'll stop here. Can you see it yet? Walk a little closer. I'm probably about 8 yards away here. And there it is. You can see I really didn't even have too much in front of it. It just blends beautifully with the old leaves and the dead foliage and even the new growing foliage on this hillside. And there you have it, a real quick camouflage effectiveness video. Again, this is the Scorpien OCP2 pattern, very similar to multicam, but extremely effective, and you get all of the corrosion resistance that you always get with Duracoat, and you get a very effective camouflage pattern. Some of you might recall this rifle from previous videos. It was the typical black rifle, and now it's not. Much more effective when I'm trying to conceal it, and a lot more protection for the metal surfaces of the rifle. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, be sure to leave those below. And until next time, good shooting. Bye-bye.